Do you guys know that game GeoGuessr? It's a game where you virtually get dropped off in any place of the world and you have to use Google Streets to find out where that is. Well, try to guess where I am. Little hint, it's in Europe. Oh, you can't find it? I'll try another location. Come on now, it's obvious. Let's start with why. Why Malta? What am I doing here? See, about a month ago, I went to an after-work party organized by the university I used to go to, student council. I saw a few familiar faces, had a great time, one thing led to another, and 2 weeks later I went on a weekend trip with them. Amazing event. It reminded me of how much I missed having a student's lifestyle. Going out, partying, meeting people, and building connections. But ideally without the drawbacks of having to work on assignments, tests, and exams. Oh, wait. That's what I did. I spent the rest of the month hanging out with people I met on that weekend trip. But during that weekend, one topic kept coming up. The winter break skiing trip. Same people, same vibes, but for a weekend long. And you get to ski, obviously. Everyone was looking forward to it, but even though it's cheaper than what you'd normally pay on a skiing trip, it was still too expensive for me, which is why I'm here. I wanted to travel. I've been wanting to for so long it started to itch me, and apparently finding a job here is easy, and I was planning to visit a friend here anyway, so I packed my stuff and left. Did I mention this is my first time traveling alone? Yeah, a lot of mistakes were made. Last update was over there. The first part of the trip involved taking a bus to Rome. I wanted to hitchhike my way there, but that would have meant leaving in the morning, and I went out the night before and stayed up all night. And my mom also thought it was a bit much for my first trip on my own, so she booked me the bus ticket. She made the right call. I'm just grateful I brought my overalls. They're just letting so much air through my ankles. It feels like air conditioner. Not even that hot. So I sat down and kind of managed to take some load off my shoulders for a bit. Google, stop sending me to closed parks. I don't want to go through there. Like, can't you just see my bags? I can't climb that. Yeah, sorry, I can't film properly. I'm kind of doing my best, okay? So I'm almost there. I'm probably like 2 minutes away. And I'm not late. But there's still one thing that worries me. The bus ticket says 2 bags. I got 3. I hope they let me feed. I arrived on time and got on the bus and even became friends with my seatmate. Was a middle-aged man from Sicily, but more on that later. You know, I kind of romanticize living by bus. In movies, it's always a big deal when people travel by bus because it's life-changing. They're starting over, reinventing themselves in another city. Well, for me, that wasn't really the case. This is the first stop. I don't even know where we are. It's pretty cold outside. Should have taken my coat. Only have my jacket on. And what time is it? It's 10:30. Yeah, it's 10:30 p.m. We haven't really gone that far yet. Only been driving for 2 hours and a few minutes because we left a little bit late. I tried to get some sleep. It wasn't easy. But the guy on the left, the guy on my left side, finally decided to stop. I don't know, calling people on his phone. So I guess it got better, but seats just aren't that comfortable. they're not bad, but they're not, well, good. They're seats, they're not beds. But I haven't slept yesterday, so I'm gonna get tired and just like pass out anyway. I'm just waiting for that to happen. Even though the conditions weren't perfect, it was still better than airplane seats. I just put on earphones and fell asleep listening to music and watching the landscapes fly by the window. When I woke up, we were still in France, but we very quickly reached the Italian border and made a stop quickly after. Every single stop so far had been 10 minutes long, and it's very efficient time-wise, but gas stations are the only places I can charge my phone, since the USB ports within a 2-seat radius didn't work, and 10 minutes is not enough for that, which leads us to mistake number 1. Always bring a power bank, kids, because this is not the only time my phone battery died on that trip. Yeah, it's our last stop. We're in Italy right now. Funny stuff happened in the bus. When we got to Cannes, our 2 drivers clocked out and like 2 new drivers came in to take us all the way to Italy. And my seatmate took that opportunity to go to the toilet. But then the bus started moving and he wasn't there. He wasn't back. So I rushed down to go tell the drivers, and turns out he was just waiting in front of the toilets. He didn't know they didn't work. So he just stood there. I didn't know either. I would have told him. And then he never came back because he somehow made another Italian friend. I'm glad for him. Get someone he can actually communicate with, and I get a little more space. Then we almost left another guy behind and got back on the road. I found a way to charge my phone, and as the weather improved and the skies cleared, we grew closer to Genoa. I knew nothing about that city. I just wanted out of the bus. Then when we got there, I got pleasantly surprised. We became friends. Alright, so I just got off the bus and wow, this city's pretty. Alright, first problem solved. I'm geared up. Now I'm gonna quickly find out exactly where I'm taking my next bus. And then I'll take a look around town, and I also gotta find a place to fill my water bottle. So apparently it's right where I got dropped off. I just have to keep an eye out for the right bus. And I think I'll actually walk uptown. I really wanted to see what's around those buildings. They look really beautiful. I just want to specify I'm not looking at any maps right now. I'm just taking paths that seem like they're taking me to the place I want to go to. And man, this is quite a climb. Last update was over there. It just gets better. Like every few steps, you just turn your head and boom, beauty. You gotta keep grinding. It's about drive, it's about power. Stairs. Not stairs. As I let my curiosity guide me through the city, I found a path I thought would lead me to a high point of view. A place from which you could see the harbor full of cruise ships, especially a very interesting one, and a big part of the city landscape filled with buildings architecturally foreign to everything I've ever seen. I remember thinking how obvious it was that I was going to stop here and enjoy my meal. Hello, little guy. It's a bliss. I'm literally living my best life. So I'm walking around the city, taking pictures, videos, and just taking it all in. It's just so pretty. And this woman in her balcony just calls me and asks if I'm Japanese. The next goal was to find some water. I quickly hopped on Google Translate, found a restaurant, and stuttered a few Italian words. Mission accomplished, water acquired. All I had to do next was kill some time until my next bus ride headed to Rome. What did I do? I couldn't think of anything better than I'm Batman. After fooling around for a bit, I went back to the bus station, hopped on the bus, and got disappointed again by the malfunctioning USB ports. So my phone died again, as I was desperately looking for a place to sleep for free. Spoiler alert, I couldn't find any. It is possible to find free accommodation on websites like couches.org, but guess what? You need to do that in advance. You can't just show up to strangers' house without any warning. Anyway, so I arrived in Rome with no idea where to go, no phone to navigate because it's dead, a little urge to pee and no place to spend the night. I had a plan, I thought it made sense. I just had to find a fast food restaurant open 24/7 and all my problems would go away. And that is exactly what I ended up not doing. I'm in the bus right now. I'm going to, where are we going? Campo de Fiora. I met a guy at a bus stop who wanted to help me with directions, and after speaking for a few minutes, he told me about a university student hangout spot, and in my head it just clicked. I didn't speak a word of Italian, and young people probably know English, plus what better way to discover the city than hanging out with locals. I haven't seen anyone older than 50 years old. It's like people don't live that long here. I went there and got welcomed by the first group I spoke to. We wandered around the city for a while and went to a shisha place. And then settled on a bridge where we had some pizza. Okay, this is my first time trying real Italian pizza. I have to get this on camera. And
it's not very real. It's not because the Neapolitan is real pizza. This is like a cracker with pomodoro.
Okay. But we're in Italy, right?
Italy and we're eating pizza. Okay. On the Tevere.
How is it?
It's really good.
It's really good.
Good.
Yeah.
No!
Thank
You're
you.
eating pizza with a view.
Exactly.
It's a very good view.
It's right here.
Thank you.
I had a great time. They even taught me a few hand gestures and what they meant, but unfortunately they couldn't host me. It's 5 a.m. Can't find anywhere else to go. I'm in a train station. I'm in Termini. I tried a hostel nearby. It was full. I woke up the receptionist. I'm sorry. I don't know if I still want to visit the city. I had a great night. I met people. That was cool. I'm surprised I'm not more tired than I am right now. Power naps definitely work, even in a bus. I'll try to get some rest here before the train station gets louder. And when it completely opens, I'll try to find the bathroom and brush my teeth. Morning everybody, I made up my mind, we're leaving Rome today, but I still have to see the Colosseum. So we're heading that way. Where the real adventure begins. You know, I completely forgot to take into account the fact that I'm black and that this could make some people not want to pick me up. I'm a really patient person, so I don't mind waiting, but this part of the trip really tested my nerves. I managed to charge my phone for a bit the night before, but my battery was already getting low. I just tried my second spot. I've been standing for more than an hour and it didn't work. So I'm moving a bit further, closer to the highway. And I found about 3 hours in, after a quick internet search, that hitchhiking isn't a thing in Italy, and that I'd have more chance doing it from a gas station on the highway didn't work. Got dark outside, so I devised a new plan. Alright, so I tried, I failed. Looks like hitchhiking in Italy is really, really complicated, if not impossible, at least in the conditions that I was in. I couldn't do it. So what I'm planning to do is book a flight and go to Malta like tonight. I'm just charging my phone right here. Those two gentlemen are being very nice to me. I'll go back into the center of Rome, take a train to the airport, and then get on my flight. I should be able to make it and like arrive not in Malta, but the city in South Italy that I was supposed to go to take the ferry to go to Malta. So I'll do that, and I should arrive there by midnight. I'm so tired. It feels like it's the first time I'm allowed to rest since the beginning of this trip. All I know right now is I want to sleep. I have 2 hours before my flight leaves, and I'm about to put them to good use. Don't fall asleep at the airport if you're on your own. If it wasn't for that nice couple who woke me up, I would have missed my flight. Found them.
Degli assistenti di volo. Dispositivi più grandi, inclusi computer portatili, devono essere spenti e
I guess the moral of the story is just to prepare your trip. Sure, you should leave some space for spontaneity, but preparing in advance saves you a lot of bad surprises and problems you can only solve with money if you don't have time. Now, I don't know if you remember, but one of the reasons I came to Malta is to find some money. So in the next episode, I'm gonna share with you how I did that.
Italy?
Do you have something you want to tell me?